Today I slept for like 3 hours and 40 minutes. My legs hurt and I'm bad at running. But still I'll try to run a 5k today. You might ask, why would I do this? Well, recently one of my friends competed in a marathon and ran the whole thing, which in turn kind of motivated me to also do some more sports. I recently moved houses, so I don't have access to a gym near me and I need to do some sports to keep me fit. Well, I've never been a fan of running my entire life, so I hated it in school. I always skipped gym class. I think I haven't done gym class since like the 5th grade. I always had like a doctor's note for a knee injury which I had. But yeah, I recently got into running and I'll just try to run a sleep-deprived 5k today. Also, as proof that I only slept for 3 hours, here's the sleep tracking on my watch. And also, here's my cat. She probably slept more than 3 hours today. Probably more like 18 hours in the last 24 hours. I feel like proper hydration is also important, so let me just really quickly... Yeah, that should be enough. Maybe not quite enough. I also still found some coffee left over from 2 hours ago or something. So this track where I'm running is only like 15-minute walk away from where I live. As you can see, the view is pretty great. And also, I forgot to mention this in the intro, but I signed up for a run in October. I think that's enough time to train, but that'll be running across that bridge in the distance there. So yeah, that's about 12 kilometers, 3 times the length of, no, not exactly, but about 3 times the length of what I'm attempting today. And I think I'll be running from somewhere there until not the bridge, but if you follow the track somewhere in that distance. Okay, time to start. Only been 500 meters and I already want to die, so yeah, going great so far. Okay, first kilometer is down and a few hundred meters, but I gotta take a short walking break. Yeah, my calves are burning and I feel like dying, but I think that's kind of the point of running. So you can see one of Hamburg's landmarks, the Elbphilharmonie, which is pretty nice. Okay, almost made it to 2 kilometers. I don't know how well what picks up my running speed, but and the time on camera, but still hanging in there. It's gonna be great. Well, the great part is once I get home, but yeah, 2 kilometers, it's almost halfway. So basically I'm almost done. Oh shit, gotta log in for this one. Okay, I don't know if you could see that, but for sure gotta do those when you see them. Also, I think the main problem is not my stamina, but my calves are burning like hell because I don't know how to stretch them. I think when I do stretches I only get like every other part of the leg, but not my calves, which hurt the most. So you could say it's continuing to be great. Okay, 2 kilometers are done and dusted, but I gotta do another 2-minute walking break because my legs are killing me. I already know I won't be able to run for 2 or 3 days after this, but I think it's worth the content. I'm once again amazed at how nice the track is I'm running. It's got a nice variation of water and woods, which is always great. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that so far 2.16 kilometers in only 18 minutes. That's pretty good for me. Usually I take like 10 minutes for 1 kilometer. So I'm getting better. Okay, almost at the halfway point. Let's see, can I capture it on camera? Yeah, 2.5 kilometers. Nice. Oh fuck, my legs are killing me, but good thing is halfway. From here on it's just the same track again, and that's doable. So basically, once again, I'm almost done. Turns out that drinking 2 sips of water from the sink is not sufficient hydration. Who would have thought? So I've been here multiple times, and every time I have the intrusive thought to climb on that bridge. But there's construction work going on, and I don't think the people in charge would like that very much. Okay, I'm on my way back now. Almost 3 kilometers. And I'm noticing that my running pace is getting a lot slower than when I first started, so I think I gotta work on keeping a continuous pace a lot better. I don't know if you can see it very well, but 3.57 kilometers down, and yeah, it's not too great, but I'm hanging in there, and I'm gonna take another 1 or 2 minute short walking break because my legs hurt. Yeah, point of hydration. I think someone had a much better time over here than I am having right now, but I think the best part about running is not when you actually run, but when you can sit down and tell yourself that you did something. Also, I'm sweating profusely, and yeah, I think walking breaks are very important. I know it's not very alpha or sigma to not just continue running the whole time, but yeah, I think it's important even if you start out, otherwise you're going to stress your joints. Maybe the stamina isn't there. Also, if you want to train stamina, I think zone 2 is much better than just going for it and running. And I do that most of the time, but obviously for the video I gotta show off a little bit and run actually. The last kilometer I started, 4 kilometers on the dot. I can see the end. Hell yeah, that's nice. And I also noticed that I can't film while I run. I always gotta walk. I don't know why that is, but something I've noticed. Okay, last 500 meters. I can see the end. The end is near, which usually is not a good thing, especially with recent news. But for me, it's a good thing right now. So I think I'm just gonna keep filming the last 500 meters and speed it up in post so you can see that I actually ran some of this, because I think I tend to just record when I start walking, because as you might be able to tell, it's kind of hard to talk and film at the same time when you're running a 7 minutes per kilometer pace. It's not a zone 2 run, because I think I read that zone 2 is when you can comfortably still talk and hold a conversation while running, which is definitely not the case right now. Right, 5 kilometers done in 44 minutes. It's a new record for me, because usually I just run intervals in zone 2. So pretty big achievement for 3 hours of sleep. Now I only gotta walk home for like 15 minutes and then I'm good. Finally made it home. Gotta sit down. Okay, I made it home. I'm sweaty, I'm out of breath, and I noticed that I still need to go grocery shopping and have other stuff to do today, so It's gonna be an interesting day, but what did we learn from this running experience? Well, I think we learned that it's not a good idea, because I think my legs will need recovery time up to like 4 to 5 days, which means I won't be running in that time, which means I won't be training my stamina and everything. But it was great for my ego, because I never thought a month ago that I would be able to run 5 kilometers, let alone like 1 kilometer. But today I did 5 kilometers in, I think 44 minutes was the final time. And I'm pretty proud of myself for doing this. So I think it's good for your ego and bad for everything else, but so are some other things, and at least running is kind of healthy for the cardiovascular system. So there's that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this little self-torture experiment, be sure to subscribe. I don't think I'll be doing any more sports content, because it's not really my thing. I just like to run and don't need to record myself doing so. But I think I'll do another video once I finish that run in October I talked about in the beginning. If I manage to finish it. If I don't, then there won't be a video, because that would be embarrassing. But yeah, nonetheless, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment. There was a really nice comment under my last video that told me if I keep up the good content, then I'll definitely blow up, which would be nice. I'm not doing it because I want to blow up, I'm doing it for fun, but I'd also like to blow up. But yeah, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's literally sweat dripping down my head. So I think I'm going to do something that's unfathomable for some other people on the internet, and take a shower and then continue on with my day. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I might see you next video, I might not. And as a final note for running, I think nobody really enjoys running while they're doing it, but afterwards you get to sit down and talk about how you ran 5 kilometers. And I think after you are done running is the best part of running.